Hello.
Hello.
Hello. All right, let's maybe wait another minute. Let's see if somebody else will join.
Hello.
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 Okay, I think we can get started. Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's meeting about the Cloud Native Sustainability Week, the event. My name is Leo. I'm the host today. Today is July 6th, and this is a CNCF meeting governed by the CNCF Code of Conduct, which can be summarized to be just excellent to each other. And we will get started. So this meeting is scheduled for 1 hour, but I think probably we will not need an entire hour because we have a couple of issues open, but we will see. So maybe in the future we will cut it down maybe to half an hour or something if it fits more the schedule. We don't have any new attendees in this call, so I will just jump to the project board. So I created this project board, which is now just like a better overview to browse through the issues. So there's the link. So if you're curious, if you are just on our repository, you can go to projects here, and basically we have one project board, and the project board has different kinds of views, and we have currently this view here, basically, which I just shared in chat, which you can see basically the statuses, and there's also a different roadmap, but I'm not sure if this is like very good because like most of the issues are not that time sensitive in a way that we work on them for multiple months. So I think this view is not that valuable, but we have it nonetheless. So for example, the YouTube uploading is like, does not concern us right now. It's like something later. So I think this view here is more interesting to us. And in the last meeting, we worked through all those issues and we assigned ourselves to the issues. And a couple of them are already in progress. So there is already traffic. So I guess we can just go through them. These ones on the left side are, wait, this is to do. These two are not really, we don't need to work on them right now. This is the tracking issue. And this is the YouTube uploading one. All of these, we can start with them. And we can also work through them one by one in a second. But I believe there hasn't been any update on them, at least not that I can see of. So there's no comments, which is fine. We have still time. Oh, there's a little bit of traffic. Right. So maybe first through the ones where there has been some updates. So the first one is the website. Basically, there's a PR open. I opened this, I don't know, I think this week. And this just adds the initial, there's nice. There's actually comments. I haven't seen those. But this adds a page to our website. So this website, this will add like another column here, which is then just Cloud Native Sustainability Week. You can go on it and it has like some page. And the page, we can use it to link, I don't know, in social media and so on. And it should be a hub of all the comments. So I guess I will walk through these comments maybe after this meeting. Thanks, Christina, for writing all those comments. Yeah. Right, so there's also this list, for example, right now, with all the folks who are interested in organizing a meetup. So over time, we will update this list as well. Yeah, we will see. Maybe we can also have like a world map or something and have like pins in the map, so it's like more visual appealing. Right, so this is the first one. I think we are on track kind of to release this. I also said like an end date, so end of August, I think would be great to have the website, everything kind of done latest, maybe before, so we can share it also officially. So maybe the CNCF can tweet about it or something. I think you might be able to do world maps with Grafana. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a dashboard for everything.
Yeah, we yeah, I don't know if I guess possible. The next one, Mehmet is not on the call, but this is about small gift for attendees. So we've been discussing about which kinds of gifts can we share with basically all the folks who are joining the in-person events. And there has been quite a few comments. Marlo, for example, also proposed the idea that we could, I don't know, go outside, plant some trees or something, and we could sponsor this kind of stuff. But I think for at least this event, we will be a little bit like on the lighter side and not have like some big event around, because already organizing the entire event itself is quite some effort. So if we have, I don't know, a tree planting thing going on at every single meetup, this will take a lot of effort. So we will keep this in mind maybe for future updates, so future meetups, maybe for Chicago. But I don't know, Chicago is in November and I don't think you plant trees in November, so it's probably not the best time. So maybe in Paris. KubeCon Paris, maybe. Christina, Marlo is not on the call, but do you have anything to comment here?
Yeah, I mean, I totally support the idea of trying to start small, since this will be for the first time we do something like this. So I think it makes sense to not aim very high, and totally support not having any physical like gifts like swag and stuff, especially for the sustainability event. So I think discount codes, if we get an opportunity for that, is a good idea. Of course, having like a possibility to have like a donation to some kind of charity that an attendee can choose is great in my head. But then when I read the history, I like the dialogue further, I saw you also mentioned that it would require us having a budget to be able to do that. So that maybe is not possible in the first event like that. But in general, I heard from others as well, and myself think that it's a great opportunity to have a possibility to choose.
Nikki? Yep.
I think one material gift that I have seen in the past, what Flux did one time, was a raffle. Like you could sign up for a raffle and then get like an hour with a maintainer of Flux, so you can ask any question you have or talk about anything you want. So I don't know, I mean, if there's any use in that, but we can do imagine something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
A free review.
A free code review.
Yeah. Free green review.
Yeah, I don't know. Like in general, if there's like some kind of lottery, I always dislike this a little bit. I guess in essence, I think it's fine, but I don't know. I don't know if this is like the highest reward. I mean, if you win, I don't know, a one-on-one chat with, I don't know, one of the core maintainers on Kubernetes, it's maybe more appealing to them than I don't know. I don't know if this is like something folks would be excited to get. But it's another option, yeah.
Yeah. Like yeah, I think that makes sense. So maybe not.
There's also another issue open about basically the same thing, but for organizers. So for organizers, we have the Credly badges, which they can get. And there was also a comment in the CNCF ambassador channel about this, that potentially, because the ambassadors have jackets, and on the jackets you can put these decals or whatever they are called. Basically, you can iron them on the jacket. So maybe something like this could also be an interesting gift. I'm not sure how expensive those are. But basically we could ship out, it's like one small package. So maybe if we get some small budget from the CNCF, I think maybe something like this, like one package we could send them to every location, would be also fine. And it's a little bit like, I don't know, you get like some sort of small, I don't know, prize or something to remember, not just like a code. So it's basically this one. No. Meetup organizers. Yeah, maybe some stickers or something like this. So from a material side of things, it's not very heavy. So what do you think about this? So if we would get, I don't know, some budget from the CNCF, would you think this is some kind of stickers or things be fine, because I think like does not have like a big heavy footprint like t-shirts have, and t-shirts, you don't need like hundreds of t-shirts, but stickers, you could put them on your laptop or something, so maybe it's fine. Any opinions?
I am 50-50 on the idea.
I'm kind of the same. I'm not sure what to, yeah.
All right.
Maybe it would make sense to think a bit more about it. Maybe come up with a suggestion in our Slack just for the more audience to come like with their reflections on this, just to gather some more opinions.
Yeah. I mean, this would be just like, I think the if we want to do like share any materials like gifts or something, I think this would be like the lightest way. But I think the gift codes and so on, and discount codes, I think are definitely the best option for now. So maybe we don't need to stress it. All right. Any more comments on the small gifts? Seed bombs.
That's a joke, but also it's a thing where you can have seeds and then you can just throw them somewhere. And then the idea is they decompose and they plant trees, but I think it's not really feasible because you don't want to also plant some, anyway, it's a joke. But it would be nice to use this opportunity as a way to have a more creative gift, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, Discord cones are not very creative. That's true. They're useful. They're practical. But yeah, if you, I don't know, if you put it, I don't really put stickers on my laptop because I think it's nice as is, but a lot of, I don't know, folks do. So something like this can also be a nice reminder. I don't know, I care about this things and I participated in this event. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. The small gifts for organizers are basically the same thing, just that we, I don't know, I just wanted to share this comment, which was shared in the ambassador channel. So we will see where this goes. In general, I think we should follow the same approach for attendees and meetup organizers, but maybe there's like something, I don't know, just to show our appreciation that they do all this work and participate in this project. Maybe we can also, I don't know, do something at KubeCon Chicago, like go all to dinner, for example, or something. Maybe this could also be an option, but obviously not everybody will be there. So we will see. If you have like any ideas, maybe how we can do something which is a little bit more creative and not also like share Discord codes, would be nice. Okay, and right, this one is like a tracking issue about if there are meetup organizers who have questions. A couple already reached out to me over direct message and asked about the status and so on and what is going on and where we're standing. And I referenced them this issue, but received not any comments yet. but I created an issue about a meeting, that we can organize a meeting with the meetup organizers, so they are aware of what is going on, so we can show them all the things which we are planning. So maybe before then we can publish the website, have the welcome slides, so a couple of things maybe already in place. And we can share with them the more concrete idea and walk them through the plan, and also make sure that they are aware that they committed maybe a couple of weeks ago to organize an event. Is there somebody who would be interested in co-hosting, co-organizing this meeting? I think it's pretty straightforward, but I think it would be good to have some of you maybe, I don't know, taking care of the organization, reaching out to the people, setting an agenda, maybe need to create like some slide deck for them. Otherwise, I can also take care of this, because I think all of you already have quite a few tasks.
You probably don't need to take care of it all, Leo, but I can help out at least on being there on some of the sessions depending on the time zone, and can help out with the slide deck. Maybe if you have like a template from before that we could use in terms of design, that would be nice. If not, then
Yeah.
can figure something out if we can have an open document or open Google presentation or whatever we're gonna use for that.
Sounds
will be
good.
easier.
Yeah, I think we can create one design also for the welcome slides. We can reuse them, reuse the same design.
Then maybe it makes sense to coordinate it quite early in case, so that if Nancy and Mehmet didn't do too much before we come with the new design.
Yeah, maybe we.
Oh,
we
there
should.
is a link to the slides, looks like already.
Yeah, but or maybe there something happened. No, nothing happened. So like this is the general template from the CNCF. So it's not, I think like some kind of customization. So it has like a theme. The theme could be maybe adjusted. All right, nice.
For this, could we, because the CNCF already kind of does this for each of the co-located events, for example, I wonder if this is something that we could get help. I mean that more generally, could we leverage some of the Linux Foundation events organizers help for this? Is there
To create a design template?
The design template and other things that are really like event related?
Yeah, that's a good point. We can definitely ask to create a design template. At the end, we need to create those slides, so the content. I'm not sure if we want to create like some custom diagrams or something like this. We would need to discuss this in this issue. But for sure, we can ask for support. They have some folks at the CNCF and also at the Linux Foundation who do these kinds of design and things. So yeah, that's a good point. So maybe we should focus on the welcome slides a little bit more, because without the welcome slides, without the template, we cannot really, I mean, we don't have enough to show the local meetup organizers. It would be nice to show them, and we should talk to them soon. So yeah.
Leon, have you spoken with someone from the CNCF or Linux Foundation about this week of sustainability?
Yeah, a couple of times with Katie, and also with Tyler. But we need to reach out to the PR team, which it would be part of, where is it? Social media, I would say. so that they are also aware. And I was wondering, because we don't organize like a KCD or something, so it's not like an in-person event, it's like a virtual event. So maybe there's like some social media plan, or I don't know, like I have no idea about these kinds of social media strategies, but I'm sure they have something like this in place, which I don't know, like 3 weeks before the event goes down, we will tweet about this and that and so on. So maybe they could help us creating, or they could create this plan for us, or we could discuss this with them. Yep. But we need to reach out to the PR folks. I know them quite good, I would say, but they are not aware of this event, I think. Not sure if they're talking internally about it, though. Right.
About the welcome slides, should we write some sort of document like about what the welcome slide should be about, so that maybe once we have a structure on what the slides should present, then someone else could do it? Or I don't know, some ideas of what, like, I don't know, first slide should be this topic, second slide this other topic. Maybe this would help as a first step.
Yeah, I think we can use comments for now. And also, so I mean, we can also start like putting in things in this this welcome slides template here, and if we get a new design, we can just copy paste it over and just use the like this general design for now. I think that's fine. So that would be great if you would like to add something. But I will also reach out to Nancy and Mehmet. I think in general, it's like very straightforward, because we will talk maybe on one slide about the tag, about the event itself, maybe about the CNCF. So I think there's no huge surprises in these welcome slides.
Is there any open welcome slides from other tag that we can use as a inspiration or template? I don't know, I guess like what the CNCF is and what the tag is, this part, but maybe we can copy paste or leverage work of other people.
Kind of, not really. I mean, we had the getting started meeting. Where is it? I think you also joined this one. So we talked about like how to get started with the tag. And there's a couple of, I don't know, things, resources and so on we could use. But I think this is kind of targeted maybe in a different direction. Not sure, maybe this landscape document could be, maybe make the cut. So it's just talking about the landscape. But all of these slides, maturity model, and so on, I think these go a little bit beyond the scope of welcome slides. So I think most of the things we need to create again, or for the first time.
Yeah, it was just asking because I guess you maybe have already a good idea on what to put on the slide, and whereas maybe I don't have such clear idea. So if we could list down some bullet points, then I can help creating the slides.
Yeah. Sure, I will do that, yeah.
I have an idea regarding the gifts. Sorry for jumping from topic to topic. But maybe we can leave this to the discretion of each organizer and make a list of suggestions, and then the organizers can choose from this list of suggestions. Because honestly, maybe one of the best ways would be to just offer food, which is kind of also expected sometime to some extent at meetups, and maybe we can, if we have budget, I imagine that we can help with that maybe, or
Yeah,
or
I don't think we would get budget for this. So in general, for meetups, the meetup organizer takes care of organizing the location and the speakers and everything, and also the food and drinks, beverages, and so on. So I think, but it's a good point that obviously also the local meetup organizers can do something like, I don't know, I don't know, like which kinds of recommendations would we give them? Because what would you have in mind? Because food would, like, there's usually some kind of food already at the location, but yeah, fruit basket or what?
I'm not sure that, I mean, it's a good point to establish what is expected from the local meetup organizers versus what is expected from like the tag. So if food is expected to be provided, or if it's at the discretion of the meetup organizers, we should also be clear about that.
I mean, we don't have like any requirements, I would say. The requirement is that you host a great meetup. And usually this also goes with you provide some kind of food because the people are getting hungry if you are, I don't know, have an event for 3 hours and it's probably in the afternoon or like in the evening. So it's also that time of day.
Do we want to go in depth in those kind of things, or like also, I mean, it's a question.
So there is a repository. Community groups. Best practices. And I actually created this awesome diagram some time ago. And it's basically guiding you through, okay, I don't know, first you create this group under the CNCF. So you can have, I think I showed this at some point. Whoops.
Is it linked? Is this linked somewhere?
Yes, it's linked. So basically that you have this page for your community group and that you can post events here. So this is like the first step, and then you can start planning. So usually you need speakers, right? You need to find a sponsor because without a sponsor, you don't have location. And you also need a sponsor to get food and drinks. And then schedule the event, announce the event, run the event, and then post the event tasks.
Could we, like, we have all the issues that are taking care of different things, but could the outcome be to have a wiki where we collect all of this information? Is that the idea?
That we create a new wiki for the organizers? Or what do you mean?
Yeah, for the like a guide of some sort, and that can be included in that guide.
Yes. So where's the link? So there's like this main document. And the main document is Meetup Organizer Guide. Like this was the original idea. It kind of evolved into being the guide for everything. But it's mainly about, okay, why participate, info for new meetup organizers. So if you go here, I think there's also this link somewhere. Getting started guide. Right. So this link's here. So we already have some kind of guide, but we need to like be more thorough maybe in some areas.
Cool. I hadn't seen the latest version of this document. So, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And the meeting with the local meetup organizers, which we maybe have end of this month or early August, which would be mainly about, okay, we go through this document. We also go through everything else which is going on. So maybe showing these slides and all the issues, and asking questions or answering questions, I would say.
Just a side note, I think the list of interested folks in this document is a bit longer than the one you showed before in some GitHub document. So it was like 25, and here I think I put myself at the bottom was 43. So I don't know if there is some problem of syncing informations.
Right. Yeah, this is, you mean the pull request, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because the pull request, and so there's in this list, there's a lot of people also who are just, I don't know, raising awareness.
Right, this is a more general list, I'm sorry.
This is so like a general list. And also, for example, some folks like didn't really respond, or they are opted out, for example, or whatever. So the pull request lists the people who are like facilitating and not organizing an event at the bottom, basically here somewhere. Special thanks. Special order. Yeah, stimmt.
You can open the preview site, Leo. I think it would be easier probably to show.
Yeah, that's true. But you don't appear here yet. That's why it says like over time we will need to update this list. And I also expect that some of the folks who shared their interested will opt out again because they don't have time. We will see. That's to be expected.
Yeah, no, sorry, it was my bad. I didn't get there was a broader list on the document. And just
no worries. Jumping between all those different tabs, keeping up with, I don't know, all these issues. Okay. So there's that. Welcome slides. We talked about that. In the meeting, we talked about this too. The virtual meetup. Right. So I think this is a larger topic. I think we should make sure that we also work on this soon, because I think will take a little bit more time also to find speakers, make sure that we are like give everyone a chance also to speak at this event. And we should also make sure that we are familiar with hosting this virtual event. So probably we'll have like a dry run, maybe a couple of weeks before, just to test out all the features and everything. So we are testing the waters before we are inviting everyone. So I think for now, I will reach out to Katie again to ask so she can create us this virtual Bevy account so we can host the event. And then maybe next time in 2 weeks, if we sync the next time, we can just, I can show you the website and give you all access, add you all to co-organizers and so on. So you can also explore the Bevy platform. And yep.
So we're organizing both in place and virtual events.
Yes. So for the tag, because we are all distributed, we cannot meet in one place. We will have a virtual meetup, and all of us also probably will, I don't know, be around at some meetup nearby, or will organize their own meetup. I will organize one in Hamburg, for example, and you are, I think, in Munich, right? So
yeah,
I think this is like just another one where we have also more time to talk about the tag. and share what we have been working on. Maybe ask for more contributors if they're interested in helping out. Maybe we can also talk briefly about the working group if it's up and running. And yeah, we have a little bit more time also to talk about the tag and at the local meetup organizers, local meetups, we will focus mainly on inviting also others so they can talk about their experiences and so on. And this event will be like 50-50. We will talk about the tag a lot, but also invite some who cannot make it to local meetups, but would like to give a talk anyways. But we can change the agenda. I mean, the agenda is still open. So if you have any ideas, what we could like change in this format, feel free to comment.
Regarding the gift idea.
Yeah.
I think it was Parul, if I remember correctly, at one point she suggested biodegradable stickers. I don't know if we can print the sticker, like the logo in the, like there's biodegradable stickers that are not with the plastic and the glue and stuff. And I think that that's not much more than the regular stickers, I imagine. And maybe all stickers should be biodegradable, to be honest. But anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. I because of like some other things, I'm also in contact with like Pinnacle Design. They are the folks who are organizing behind the scenes, all the swags and everything. So I can ask them if they have something like this. Probably they have biodegradable stickers, but I think that makes a lot of sense. So if we, I don't know, end up, I don't know, sending some stickers, we can at least make sure they're environment friendly. Cool. So about the badges, I asked Katie, but she hasn't replied yet. So I think this is like not an urgent topic. So I think we can chill a little bit here. I think the other ones, welcome slides and so on, are more timely sensitive. So I think this is fine. I mean, it's also just 2 days, and this week is 4th of July, so everybody is probably on vacation anyways, at least in the US. Survey and the both surveys, I think those as well are not that time sensitive right now. So I think we can also start on those a little bit later. Yeah.
We did something on the survey. I created some questions on it. So we can just do it for both survey, that's the survey for local meetup and then for the attendance, for the participants rather. So we can go through it if it is okay and be open to the work as well. I don't know if you can hear me well.
Yeah, it's slightly difficult, but it's all right. I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's right now. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I didn't saw this. Awesome. Okay, how well did the meetup raise awareness and increase here? Okay, once. Okay, I think it's fine. I was just looking at the time, if we have enough time, but we have. Okay, how well did the meetup raise awareness and increase your understanding of cloud-native environment sustainability? Poor, excellent. Yeah, I think that's a great one. I always like if there's like, for example, so if you have this question, if there's like an option underneath where you can add more details. So for example, would you like to expand on this? And most of probably the folks will just pass and say, I don't want to spend more time in writing. I just click my boxes and that's fine. but some maybe share like some interesting insights. So maybe this could be, I don't know if there's like a book or something about patterns, how to design your survey. Probably there is. So, but maybe this is like one of the patterns. But I think this is in general like a very good introduction question. Okay, next one, where the provided resources are helpful in understanding and engaging with the topic of cloudnative sustainability. So I'm not sure about like which kind of resources we provide. So I guess in essence, I think this is like also a good question. But we do not have right now like the plan of sharing, for example, handouts or I don't know, like something like this. But this could be also something we can add to the website, for example. So like an introduction to
this could be like the slides or maybe the talk of the event, like does it, or maybe I have to rephrase that particular resources and material to maybe what's the talk exactly? Does it cover cloud native environmental sustainability or something like that? I don't know if I can, I'm just gonna type. I don't get very well.
I can hear you much better now.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
The audio is much better.
Yeah, maybe this could because right now on the website we don't have like a section about materials, like how to inform yourself or how to, I don't know, like onboard you or get more knowledge about cloud-native sustainability. So maybe we could provide resources and materials on the website and make sure the people are aware. But so if we share the survey after the event happened, they will not have time during the event to go through on the website and read through the materials. So not sure about this one. What do you think?
If I got correctly, like the question was more about like, what do you think about the slides, right? Like what is the feedback on the slides and like whatever information was on the slide. So maybe it's all the formatted a bit like or written down in a more broad way. But yeah, I think the question was about the slides and its content. So always a feedback on the slides itself.
Quality of the presentations, kind of.
Yeah, at least I read resources and material as the slides and yeah, information inside the slide. If I got correctly the comment from Mercy.
Yeah, maybe the meetup content.
Mercy, did I get that right or? Okay, maybe the internet. Oh, yeah, she answered on the chat.
I'm not sure, like if we write meetup content, maybe some will like confuse them also with the food, for example. Do we want to have like this should be more targeted obviously to cloud-native sustainability and not like how the local meetup went or yeah, session content, yeah. So our Mercy, is it fine that I update these parts?
Yeah, I think you can update them where the provided slides and talk topics covered, like provided slides and covered topics maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit more clear. In general, I think it's like the same question, but it's more clear. All right. how likely are you applying the knowledge or ideas gained from the meetup to your work or projects? Yeah. So I think that's also a good question. How about we change a little bit into how likely are you taking like cloud-native sustainability considerations into your decision-making process, or like something like this? To apply your knowledge. And maybe we can also leave it for now. Did the meetup provide opportunities for collaboration and knowledge sharing among participants? Yeah, I think that's also a good one. Would you be interested in attending virtual meetup or webinars related to cloud native sustainability organized by CNCF in the future? What suggestions do you have improving future editions of the Cloud Native Sustainability Week meetups? I think we can add also some questions about, for example, like optional ones. No, they are all optional, right? Okay, but adding some more about like getting more detail basically about their understanding. Like first about their understanding, what is Cloud Native Sustainability? So, for example, maybe there's like some areas. So we could have maybe a list. I don't know. Did you realize that networking plays a part in cloud native sustainability, and so on? And maybe also, which parts do you right now consider in your infrastructure? So, for example, maybe you already are using like scaling or something like this. Have like some sort of scalability service to improve the resources which you use, so we can have some of them as well. So maybe, I don't know, like 4 more or something. But I think that's an awesome start, Mercy. Thanks.
Maybe we could have a question on what the role of the attendee is. Like, are they a SRE, software engineer, product manager, etc.? Maybe non-technical. Like, it would be nice to see, yeah, their occupation. Like, what is your professional occupation, maybe?
Or something like this. Maybe we can also rephrase it. And this should be more down. Here. And then any more ideas? Which kinds of, like maybe a little bit more technical questions too we could add?
One thought I had, which would be interesting, like maybe to hear about the challenges or what would be difficult. Why would the content presented be difficult to kind of integrate into their organization? Just to kind of see, are there any participants who may feel like, okay, this all sounds good, but I can't implement much of that because that and that and that, for example, some kind of may need to formulate it a bit, but I think it could be interesting to know.
I'm guessing the answer is usually time or knowledge about how, but
yeah, maybe we can be a little bit more precise, like time and knowledge.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, probably at the end, this, I guess, yeah, that's probably my expectation too.
or implementing environmental sustainability practices that benefit environmental sustainability in your cloud native projects.
So which practices would be helpful for you, basically? So
No, I mean in the challenges question, I think.
As an option, or?
The question is challenges implementing cloud native. Yeah.
So what was your suggestion?
To reward it to well, it's challenges implementing environmental sustainable practices in your cloud native projects.
So I think maybe I will have another read over this, and maybe, I don't know if any one of you also would like to add, I don't know, another question or something to the comments, and we can maybe next meeting in 2 weeks have another look. And then there's also the Linux Foundation about research, I don't know, Linux Foundation research or something, and they have a couple of people who are knowledgeable about how to design those questions and surveys. So I think as soon as we have like a set of questions which we like, maybe we can send this catalog to them, and they can add their thoughts too. Okay. There are also questions here. Yes. How satisfied were you with the overall organization coordination? Nice. Awesome. Okay, because we have just 1 minute left, I would say I will read through this too, and then maybe in 2 weeks we can go through this again, and then, as I said, we can share it with the Linux Foundation research, and they probably have like some I don't know, ideas how to improve on this. I think as a starting point, this already looks awesome. Nice. All right, and I think that's more or less it. The last one is about social media, and we need to reach out to PR. And that's all the issues. So looks like we actually need 1 hour. All right, everyone. Is there anything you would like to mention at the end? Otherwise, thanks all for joining this meeting. See you all on Slack and next week. I think next week there's no meeting. So in 2 weeks. So have a great rest of the week. And thanks all for working on this event. That's awesome. Thanks. Bye everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye.